if you're anything like me, you are a busy ADHD mom trying to manage home life as well as your career. And with ADHD, we tend to have chaos as our barometer for our norm when we don't have good routines and systems in place to help us alleviate the stress of balancing both work and motherhood. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 6 tangible tips that you can use right now, today, if you have ADHD and you struggle with a chaotic home just like I have. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Sara Kelly and I'm an ADHD coach, and I specialize in helping late diagnosed ADHD women to thrive both personally and professionally. I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications so that you never miss a video from me. And if you're looking for support in the realm of managing your ADHD, I am taking on new clients. I do have a lifetime membership program specifically for late diagnosed ADHD women. And all you need to do to find out a little bit more about my program to see if we would be a good fit for each other is to book a call with me. The link to book a call is in the description of this video. The call is absolutely free, and it's just a little bit of time that we can spend together to gauge where you're at, where you want to go, and to see if I might be a good fit for you to manage your ADHD symptoms, things like emotional dysregulation, rejection sensitivity dysphoria, overwhelm, perfectionism, imposter syndrome, how to have and maintain a more peaceful and less chaotic home life, as well as to help you maneuver through managing both your professional and your personal life so you can thrive. Again, the link to book a call with me is in the description of this video. All right, let's get into it with tip number 1, and that is to establish clear routines. By creating structured routines for both yourself and your family, there's predictability in your household. And with predictability comes way less emotional dysregulation when we don't know what to suspect because we don't have a routine. Tip number 2 is to break tasks down into manageable bite-sized pieces. And the easiest way to do this is putting pen to paper. The ADHD brain, part of our executive function deficits, is really that organization and prioritization, is really struggling with having the ability to organize tasks in our mind. By dividing tasks into small bite-sized pieces, we alleviate overwhelm, as well as really inserting that predictability into what needs to be done before we start it, so that we mitigate the risk of going in too many directions at once. And when I'm getting ready to do a task, or my family and I are getting ready to do a task together, I love using 20 to 30 minute time blocks, the Pomodoro technique. This way it's way easier to stay on schedule and to not have that squirrel mentality, because the commitment to getting a task done is short. And in order to prioritize what needs to come first and what needs to come second and third, I love doing a 5-minute brain dump of everything that I need to get done so that I have it in clear view, which makes it way easier for me to prioritize what absolutely has to get done on any given day and what can be postponed until a later date. Again, because of our executive function deficits, our brain doesn't have the same access as a neurotypical brain to be able to prioritize things when we can't see what needs to be done in plain view. Now, task number 3 also helps us with our executive function deficits, and that's to utilize organizational tools like apps, reminders, maybe sticky notes, so that we don't again have to depend on our working memory to remember every single thing that we need to get done. If you are a post-it note kind of gal, putting post-it notes in appropriate places to remind you what you have to do, using calendars, productivity apps, or any kind of visual reminder that will help you to make sure that you don't drop the ball on forgetting to get something done, can not only set us up for success, but also mitigates the risk that we will become emotionally dysregulated, adding more chaos to our home because we didn't do a little bit of planning on the front end. Now, if you are liking this video, would you do me a huge favor by liking this video? More ADHD people in the algorithm will see this video today, helping them to also not have a chaotic home. And if you have any tips that you're currently using to manage your household, please add them to the comments so that other ADHD people can see what's working for you to keep your home running effectively. Now, tip number 4 is to delegate responsibilities. And this can really make doing household chores and making sure that our home is running effectively can really take some of the load off us. And if your children also have ADHD just like you, finding a way to sparkleize a task so that they're getting a little bit of a surge of dopamine by either turning it into a competition or something that they can get a prize for, even if it's just positive reinforcement, is a way to get the little people in our family, or medium-sized people, even teenagers, to be motivated to want to help you out around the house. Now, number 5 is something that I feel a lot of ADHD women struggle with, and that's to practice self-care. Practicing self-care can be as simple as taking regular breaks so that we don't feel overwhelmed or eventually burn out. And if you are an ADHD woman who struggles with burnout, there is a video on how to manage burnout in the workplace linked in the description of this video. So feel free to check that out after you finish watching this. And part of practicing self-care is remembering that not everything has to be all work. There can be play involved. Do your best to engage in activities that promote self-care, like a regular exercise routine, eating healthy, getting enough sleep, and making sure that you're not just doing all work and no play is imperative when you have ADHD. And my final tip number 6, is to seek support. I happen to have a free Facebook group just for women with ADHD. The link to join that group is in the description of this video. I'm also taking on new clients, as I mentioned earlier, for coaching. Sometimes having a person to bounce ideas off of and to collaborate so that you can show up the best that you can, both personally and professionally, is a great way to make sure that you don't burn out, you don't feel overwhelmed, and you have the ability to thrive. And the link to book a call with me is in the description of this video. As well, I do have a mindset masterclass that's absolutely free and a burnout and overwhelm guide in the description of this video. You can sign up to receive those. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you got some tips from it. If you haven't already liked this video or sent it to a friend or left me a comment, please do so, and I will see you next week in the next video.